The unexpected happened at my first freediving competition. Just a year before, I did not know how to swim. All my life, I was terrified of the water after a near-fatal drowning incident when I was 3 years old. My uncle had to jump into the pool to save my life. I progressed quickly in the sport after a year of learning how to freedive. For this competition, I trained 3 times a week, so I felt confident that I would perform well. The competition was held in a 50-meter pool, which I was unfamiliar with. I usually train in a 25-yard pool, which is 23 meters. In this pool, there were no markings for the halfway point. At this point, I had not yet learned to count my fin cycles to determine how far along I was in the dive. Once I got to the 50-meter mark, I felt great and enjoyed the dive. I was nervous because I traveled 6 hours to this competition and my coach was unable to attend in person to give me last-minute advice. During the dive, I sang a song to help me relax, which I normally did in training. Also, I was thinking about what I needed to do for the surface protocol so I wouldn't get disqualified. In my training, I would always get the order mixed up since I was still new to the sport. I didn't experience a contraction yet, which was abnormal because during training, I would start experiencing them after 50 meters. This is probably because of nerves and subconsciously hyperventilating before the dive. I was cruising along and was very focused until I was shocked to have hit the 100-meter mark, as you can see here. My goal was to reach 114 meters to set a new provincial record. I had accomplished this comfortably multiple times during my training. When you are low on oxygen, you experience a euphoric feeling, like you can dive forever. But in reality, your hypoxic mind is tricking you. I was confused where the middle of the pool was, and this is where you can tell my finning became sloppy and slow. That's when I decided I would do a final stroke to end the dive, but it was too late. I had my first blackout at my first competition. The safety divers quickly did the rescue protocol: blow, tap, talk. Blow air on the face, tap the cheek, and talk to the diver, which will bring the freediver back to consciousness. This is why you must always dive with a buddy who is trained in freedive rescue procedures in the event of a blackout. My safety divers rescued me before it was too late. When you experience a blackout, you have no recollection of what happened, which is why I was smiling and thinking I had completed the dive successfully. This was a huge learning experience for me. I'm glad it didn't set me back as a freediver. Instead, it motivated me to examine what went wrong to avoid this from happening in future dives.